Hey, I'm Warren Spector, Creative Director at Junction Point, part of Disney Interactive, and I'm here to talk to game contest winners about games, gamers, and playstyle matters. I would love to bring some classic Disney games back. And if I don't get to do it, someone at Disney should. Let's just put it that way. The Aladdin game, the old 8-bit DuckTales game, Castle of Illusion, the classic 16-bit Mickey adventure. There are so many classic Disney games out there that modern gamers, today's gamers, haven't had the chance to experience. And with modern graphics and modern sound capabilities, I think we could take those games to a whole new level. So I would desperately love to do that. Not in Wasteland. They don't belong in Wasteland, even though I guess you could make the case that they've been sort of forgotten over the years. But I think it'd be better if someone at Disney Interactive just brought them back in upgraded, updated form, so a new audience could appreciate them as they were, not reimagine them as they might exist in some alternate Wasteland universe. The story of Disney Epic Mickey actually started with a group of interns at Disney Interactive. They were called the Think Tank. And that group of young college graduates came up with the idea of a world called Wasteland for forgotten and rejected Disney history, the idea of bringing Oswald back, the idea of the Phantom Blot even as a villain. Those three foundation elements came right from the Disney think tank. So in that sense, I guess you could say that it all started with Disney. Once we had those three foundation elements, I sat down with another designer at Junction Point, and the two of us came up with a new sort of detailed storyline, new characters, fleshed out those ideas that came from Disney. And then the larger team got involved and more designers contributed and the story changed yet again. And we did certainly share the story with some amazing story people at Disney Feature Animation and with lots of creative folks at Disney. But fundamentally, the story as you experienced it in Disney Epic Mickey, and certainly the story of Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, came right from Junction Point, right from the design team here, right from people like our senior design writer guy, who really focuses on story, Brian Fryermuth, and comic book writers we've been working with like Marv Wolfman and Peter David. So I think it's been a great collaboration, like just about everything involving the Disney Epic Mickey games. I mean, as soon as you start working with Mickey, you can't say, this is my character, I'm going to do this the way I want, this is my story, get out of the way. Everybody from, the like QA, the testers at Disney, all the way to John Lasseter, creative director for the entire company, contributed. From John, we got great input about Oswald's role, for example, that changed the way we thought about him and radically changed the story at one point. So we collaborated with folks at Disney, but I don't want to take credit away from the talented folks at Junction Point. This is a Junction Point story in collaboration with great folks at Disney. I have a lot of favorite Disney possessions. I'm terrible at one-word answers, but in this case, I can really deliver it. I have a Pluto plush toy made by the Gund Company that my dad bought me the day I was born, October 2nd, 1955. He bought himself a car, and he bought me a plush toy. That car probably hit the scrap heap a long time ago, but that plush toy is still with me. It's in my office. It goes with me everywhere I go, and it's obviously real special to me. Yeah, that's it. Number one, Pluto plush toy, 1955.
But how could this be? No one's been here since the Thinner disaster.
Well, it looks like somebody's been here. Oh, there's Guardian stuck over there.
just about everything in the Disney vault blew my mind. It's just incredible as a Disney fan to be given access to everything the company's created over the last 80 plus years is just kind of incredible. And the folks who work at the archives are just so friendly and helpful. They're kind of the keepers of the flame there. They're the ones who know everything, love everything, and remind everybody who works there, all the other cast members, just how rich Disney's creative legacy is. There's so much that blew me away in that place. I guess the one thing that kind of tops the list is finding a memo from Walt Disney to Carl Laemmle, the guy who ran Universal, which was the studio that distributed the original Oswald cartoons. And in that memo, Walt said, in memory of when Universal distributed Oswald cartoons, but it wasn't the words that really excited me and everybody else on the team here. It was the illustration, because Walt had an unknown Disney artist draw Mickey and Oswald together. And it was the only time those two characters ever appeared together until Disney Epic Mickey, of course. And that illustration captured the essence of those characters so well. Mickey's happy, cheerful, upbeat character, and Oswald's kind of, hey, that should have been me who was the most successful cartoon star of all time, sort of envy, I guess, and quick to anger sort of naive quality. So that was really great. The other thing that we found in the archives that just killed me was the original storyboards from the Gremlins movie that Walt Disney and Roald Dahl worked on in the 1940s, a film that never got made. And so the only way you can experience that film that I wish Walt had made was to look at these storyboards. And I got my hands on them and saw every shot and every line of dialogue. And someone someday has to take those storyboards and turn them into an animatic and record some voices. Now that in the Disney Epic Mickey games we've given the Gremlins a voice, we can actually sort of recreate that film that Walt and Roald Dahl never made. And that prospect excites me almost beyond words. Those are probably the top two things. But every day you go into the archives, there's something new, something miraculous to find, and it's all sort of inspiration for us at Junction Point making Disney Epic Mickey games. We'll be making these games for 80 years, I hope, and we certainly won't run out of any inspiration, that's for sure. Why do you need Disney Epic Mickey and Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two in your life? Well, in a sense, I'm not sure it's appropriate to say you need any game. Let's keep this in perspective here, folks. But I think what Disney Epic Mickey offers is an opportunity for gamers to play with non-gaming friends and family. One of our goals was to make what we call a game for everyone. That's an idea that's pretty widespread at Disney. We make entertainment for everyone. It's something that I heard from John Lasseter and others at Pixar. Don't think about target audiences and demographics. Think about entertainment for everyone. And I think if you're a gamer, that gives you an opportunity to sort of bring other non-gaming people into the fold, which I think is kind of cool. If you're a young gamer, I think there's a real opportunity to sit down with your mother or father, an older brother or sister, and experience something together, which is really an important part of what makes Disney special, I think. We bring people together through story, through entertainment. And I think the Disney Epic Mickey games do that pretty well. And then, the last thing, and maybe the least in a sense, but for me maybe the most sort of personally important these days, is so much of gaming now is dominated by the same sorts of games. I mean, the how do I kill this thing game, the modern warfare game, the crazy puzzle game, the hidden object game, the this, that, or the other. I mean, it seems like there are like 4 different kinds of games in the universe. And, it's great to play those games. I'm not saying don't like those games, don't play those games, but a steady diet of red meat is going to kill you. And a steady diet of nothing but vegetables is just as bad. So, how about a balanced diet? I'm not saying stop playing all those other games, and you know which games I'm talking about. But, give Disney Epic Mickey a weekend. Maybe try smiling while you're playing a little bit. Try playing with a younger brother or younger sister. Change of pace is a pretty good thing once in a while, and I think Disney Epic Mickey games provide that. So if you agree, I think that's a good reason to go play this game. Not forever, not the only game you ever play, but give Mickey and Oswald a shot. I think you'll be surprised and pleased.